one of the million, one of the million, one of the million,
So, this is how I've decided. I should probably put my speaker on. This is how I decided I'm going to do the dread videos. At least this one. Kill. My bad. I just need good music. You already know how this go. I just need a good song to put on. We going Curtis Mayfield, Push 'Em On. Fun fact. My grandmother, rest her soul. My grandmother loved Curtis Mayfield. I didn't learn that till after she passed. And by the time I was a fan of her, she wasn't here anymore. I was a fan of him. She wasn't here anymore. Fun fact. How y'all doing though? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm just gonna do the dread video like this. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it up. I mean, I don't have anything else to do with this camera, so why not move it along? Ah, that's a little too dark. Whatever.
I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you need, want some coke, have some weed. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your pusher man.
I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man. There we go.
Solid life, crime. A man of odd circumstance, a victim of ghetto demands. Give me money for stuff, and I'll let the trip on.
It looks not, I was about to say it looks a little crazy. It looks pretty crazy, but I like it. I have my headband on it because it looks quite weird when it's like laying down. Of course it looks weird when it stands also, but I don't know. But a couple of new things. The main one of those being I'm a blondie. That's probably the main, turn down a little bit. Yeah, main difference, I'm now a blondie. I went back blonde maybe a couple of weeks ago, and the reason for that being, I don't know. I just wanted to be blonde again, really. I don't really have too much of a good reason. But yeah, I'm enjoying the journey. This is like, what, month 7? And I'm chilling with it because I already know that it's gonna take a good long time before I start seeing progress. It's probably gonna take until like the end of the first year before I really start seeing something shake. So I'm only in month 7. At this point, I'm just kind of enjoying it every step of the way. And despite my hair being bleached, it also still feels fairly healthy and fairly taken care of. I'm trying to check the battery. Okay. Yeah, my hair still feels pretty moisturized, or as moisturized as it can be. It's not gonna regain all the moisture it had, you understand, but it still feels pretty good. If I'm being honest, I was trying to put together a video reel for Instagram. Instead of just doing like photos and just taking pictures back to back, I was instead going to do like basically make a kind of short film. What I decided to call it was like as if I were making like wrestling entrance videos, and I was gonna do one of those every day, or it's gonna have that editing style. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do it. I didn't have a concept in mind. I just kind of went out and shot a bunch of stuff. I'm definitely glad I've been writing again. I knocked out 1 verse in like 2 days. Granted, that song's only like a minute and a half or like 2 minutes long, but it's still pretty good for what it's worth. All the stuff that I'm talking about it's not gonna be low budget, but it's gonna be low budget because I don't have any money, 1. 2, I don't know too many people. 3, I just don't be having time sometime. And then 4, I'm just so goddamn do-it-yourself. Everything I've done, everything that I do, I always try to do stuff on my own, really. I hate asking people for help. I never really felt like I deserve help from like my friends and shit like that because I don't reach out to them enough. And because of that, I just feel like, you feel me? I don't want to reach out as if I'm a stranger, just like, but then it also kind of seems more insulting to be like, hey, how are you? How's everything going? When it's so obvious that I need something, right? So, yeah, I never really reach out to people. I never really ask anybody for anything. That's part of the reason. And then obviously I just do everything on my own. I don't really like waiting around on people, and I don't know, I just do it on me. I just do shit by myself for real. Like this, sit outside and make a video and just chill and just be by I do this shit by myself. You feel me? I'm really weird like that. I recorded a lot of footage in like the last couple days with this exact fit on. And I was eventually going to cut it all together, either make a couple of videos out of it or make one video out of it, just make a bunch of loops with it. And I'm definitely going to do that. I just don't know how I want them to go. Like, I don't know. When I was out shooting, I didn't have a concept in mind. I was just kind of like out shooting, standing, and just being me on camera. I didn't have any sort of concept in mind, which definitely bites me in the ass. I need to learn to create concepts or just come up with concepts before I go out shooting things. Because when I don't, of course, I kind of want to practice that because that's leaning into like experimental film territory. That's actually something one of my teachers commented on. He said that a lot of my stuff seems like really on the spot, very improvised. And because I do that, I need to kind of reach into that bag. I need to tap into that skill. Because I've never really improvised, I'm trying to, it's going to be a little bit of a process. And when it comes to editing this shit into something that makes sense, I always lose it, but I'll come up with something. I mean, it all looks nice, at least. And once I learn different transitions and effects and stuff like that in Premiere, once I learn keyframing, once I learn just all of the overlays and such, you know, I'll be able to do some damage for real. But I say all that to say that what I'm going to be putting out is going to be janky as shit. But it's a work in progress. So you're probably wondering about some of these like loose hairs and shit. Or not these like longer looking locks. I just thought about that. So in essence, a bunch of the loose hairs that I had, like just a bunch of the loose hairs and shit that I had in my hair. This one was actually the first one I did because it was just all puffy hair and none of it was locked and none of it was twisted or anything. I took beeswax and took it, broke it up into two, and then I just did a 2-strand twist. And so this is basically just my hair, except it's 2-stranded. I hope you can actually see it because the light, hold on, there we go. So this was a 2-strand. It's just my hair, it wasn't locked. I just went and took beeswax, twisted it together, and then I went and cut off the back of my hair. And I had that one, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna let that go. So I let this one hang out. This was the same story, just loose hair that I went and 2-stranded. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. So my hair looks a fucking mess to say the least. Oh, 7. My hair looks a mess to say the least. But you know what's also hilarious is the fact that if you go through my lock videos from this particular journey, like my hair changes so much, even though it changes so little. I'm gaining locks, I'm losing locks, I'm gaining them. I got 2 over here. Next day I have none. Next day I got like 3 on this side. So the fact that I be doing this stuff and just like it's as if nobody notices. And I just been doing this shit for like the last couple of years, since 2017. I've just been kind of like adding locks and taking locks. I've been a weird fella, but I ain't complaining about it. That's just the type of shit that I do, and that's the type of nigga I am. That's kind of why I like growing out my locks. I was looking at a photo, I was looking at some videos and pictures of me with my hair cut short, and I was like, that looks good, like I like that. And then I started thinking, but I want locks and I've always wanted locks, so like, and then when I started thinking about it, I was like, I realized the reason why I wanted to cut my hair in the first place and rock it short, the reason why I cut off my first locks, my second locks, is because I was like insecure about being me. I was trying to fit in, because when my hair went short, my fits went a whole lot less this, you feel me? Like overalls and yeah, I wear a beanie and shit like that. So I cut a lot of that off so that I could start dressing normally, and so I could start like fitting in with the people that were around me, people I was making music with, people I was in school with, and all of that. There was just some point where I was just like, I felt like I looked really like not who I am, right? This was like a whole dilemma that I had, this whole stage of like accepting myself and all of that. Yeah, this is well documented. It's on my IG and all of that. But there was a period where, if I'm being honest, I just thought people thought that I looked gay, and I had like gay niggas coming at me, and I had, you feel me, and like I don't know, shit was it was a confusing period of life. This person, I don't know if they fell off their bike or jumped off or what, but this person's like jumped off their bike and just had it sitting on the side of the street. I don't know if she's hurt or what. I'm not gonna turn the camera over there. But yeah, it was a whole process with accepting myself. Accepting myself was a whole process, and it was ultimately the reason why I cut my locks off. But when I get to grow my locks out, when I do grow my locks out, I become my full self. I'm making music again. I'm getting into like filmmaking. I've been into photography. I'm starting to paint more, and I'm just all around concerned with looking better and feeling better. So yeah, this is true expression. What you see here, everything you see here is this expression. It is me in my truest form, my rarest form, and it's loud as fuck. Damn it, I just dropped I don't even know what I'm talking about or if I'm even making sense. I just keep adjusting this. This is gonna be a weird video when I go to edit it. I could actually have this one done today, and I should get this one done today. But I'm about to go ahead and slide out because this is 12 minutes and I feel like I've said all I can say. I've shown you my hair. I'll show you one more time. We at 7 months, baby. 7 months, 5 more into the year. And then after that, that's when the fun begins. So stick around for it, all right? I appreciate y'all watching these videos. I appreciate you if you stay subbed, if you still check in on my channel, you still peep. I fucking love you. I fuck with you mad heavy. So thank you if you're watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one. I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, peace out.